This is Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiasticus, the second chapter, or Sirach, the second chapter, verse 4. It says, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower estate." First, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence, and honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. In time of trouble, we say peace be unto you. And, pray the Lord deliver you from these evil times that we're coming into, And I want to speak about, you know, in these times, man, in these times that we're in, man, you can't be too attached to anything, man. You can't be too attached to the comfort of your home. You can't be attached to your things, your possessions. You can't be, too attached to your 70-inch TV and all the stuff that you worked and paid and slaved for to accrue or to gather up. You can't. You got to start mentally detaching from those things, because at any given moment, you may have to flee into the wilderness, and you may have to flee into the wilderness and not look back, man. The scriptures say, remember Lot's wife. Remember Lot's wife. And what happened to what happened with Lot's wife? When they were fleeing Sodom and Gomorrah, she looked back and she was destroyed. She turned into a pillar of salt, man. In the days to come, when they start pushing this chip, man, because anybody that's against it, they're gonna come for you. If you've been teaching this word, they're gonna come for you. The spirit might. Hey, the scriptures say, what is that scripture? Oh my goodness, I can't think of it. Salakia. I'll put it in the chat below. If I remember it. But it's something to the effect of anyway, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, all these possessions that we have, these things that we have, and the time we're coming to, we're gonna have to be able to flee those things and not look back. Because what we've been doing all this time is building up our faith. We've been building up our faith. We are how Bashim Yahushai. So when the time necessary for us to accept what's happening comes upon the earth, when the time of Jacob trouble comes fully fledged upon the earth, then we'll know, hey, this is it. Hey, man, it's time to. Hey, we know what the scriptures say. We know what the scriptures say about matter of fact, I'm just gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I meant to bring it out anyway. This is 2 Ezra 16. And I'm going to start at verse 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And we see that in the earth. We see all kind of new diseases popping up. You know, the newest one that popped up is bilateral pneumonia or double pneumonia. You know, that's a new one that's killed several people in Argentina. I believe it's 4. I haven't checked in about 2 days. So, but you know, it's been taking people out. You know, and I did a lesson on the plagues that are on the earth, man. You know, so if you want to check out what's all recent, all the recent diseases that came out, man, you can go check that lesson. But those plagues that are coming in the earth are not slack. You know, there's a new disease out that's pandemic capable. Almost every 1 to 2 weeks now, there's something new, and definitely every month there's something new. You know, that's been coming out. You know, and there's going to be more. There's going to be more, man, because the Lord is fed up with the wickedness that's going on in the earth, man, and eventually the Lord's going to require a sacrifice for all that wickedness that's going on in the earth. You know, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours. It says, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. You see, like when a woman goes into labor, the labor pains are here and there at first, and eventually they're consistent. And that's, we're seeing these diseases, they were here and there, but now they're becoming more and more consistent, and they're not going to stop. These plagues that the Lord is sending on the earth, they're not going to stop. They're going to keep continually coming out and getting worse and worse, because people are unrepentant. People don't care about what the Lord thinks. We camp every weekend, and hundreds of people walk past and don't even look at us twice. And a lot of them be Jake, but it's gonna come a day where those people are gonna be searching from sea to sea, man, to find the prophets, and in that day the Lord's gonna withdraw His hand, and the day of judgment is just creeping. Salakia. Where is it at? The day of judgment is just creeping up. It's just creeping up on the earth, man, and people are unaware, totally unaware to everything that the Lord is doing, man. Because you know what? People don't watch the news. I don't want to watch the news. It's too much bad news. People are in this feel-good spirit. But, the Lord speak about there's a time to embrace, and there's a time to refrain from embracing. There's a time of war and a time of peace. And, we in the time of war, man. We're not in the time of peace. Everybody that's in the time of peace in their minds is not going to make it. We understand that, this man, E, is about to try to fill his belly, man. He's about to try to do the ultimate on our people, man. And our people are out here, they don't have any faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. This whole thing up until now has been, faith has been the number one driving force of this truth. If you don't believe in what we're saying and what we're supposed to be doing, and if you've been bullshitting this whole time, man, you're not gonna make it. Now, if you just look at your life and say, you know what, I've been bullshitting, well, you better change, because there's not a lot of time left for people to keep bullshitting, man. And then we're living in very serious times, man. We're living in very serious times, man. And the Lord is coming back, and he's going to be upset with everybody that wouldn't come serve him are going to be put to death. The Lord said it. He said, them that would not that I should reign before them, bring them hither and slay them before me. You know? It says, as a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. And with pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plague slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. You know, the Lord said, be as pilgrims on the earth, man. You know, and that's really the main scripture. I'm gonna read a little bit more of this scripture, but that's really the main scripture. I'm gonna look up that word pilgrims. It says pilgrim in the etymology. It says a person traveling to a holy place as a penance or a discharge, some vows or religious obligation, or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit. Also a traveler, generally a wayfarer. You know, so we not gonna be holed up in our houses. You know, when everything first started kicking off and it starts getting hard to survive, you know, in general, you know, then it's good to have food stored up. It's good to have provisions for as long as you can hold out. But there's gonna come a time where you may have to flee, or you might some brothers are gonna get captured, and the spirit is some brothers gonna get captured, and the Lord is gonna deliver them. Some brothers are gonna get captured, and some brothers are gonna be put to death. Some brothers are gonna flee to the wilderness and have to survive, and the Lord gonna be with them that have faith. You know, the Lord is gonna be with them that have faith. You know, but you have to be able to pick up and move in these times, man, and not look back at your worldly possessions and your worldly gains that you have accrued over time, man, because none of that will be important when these murderers get unleashed on the earth, man. None of that will be important, you know. Ain't none of that gonna be able to save you in the day of the Lord's wrath, you know. You may have to pick up and leave everything that you hold dear. You may be able to grab a few items here and there, you know, but most of the stuff that you hold dear to you, you know, your you know, if you got a comfortable bed, your TV, your house, your car, you know, because if a situation where we have a blackout happens, that, you know, everything is run off electricity, the water, the gas, everything, man. So you might be, you know, be only to drive your car so far, man. You know, you might be only to do so much, man. You know, and then you might have to pick up and leave everything behind. Everything, man. You might have to pick up on foot and head south. before winter. You never know. You never know how the Lord is going to do things. But what we do know, what I do know is that, hey, the scriptures say, hey, naked you came into the world, you won't be able to take nothing out. So start mentally detaching from your worldly things, man. The things that you hold dear to you, because one day might come where you may have to flee into the wilderness, or one day might come where, hey, if the Lord might test you, man. The Lord might put you in a situation where you lose your home. The Lord might put you in a situation where you lose your car. The Lord might put you in a situation where someone breaks into your house and steals some of your possessions, man. You know, you know. But how attached are you to these things? Are you gonna get mad and start fussing and cussing about these things? Or are you gonna be able to say, well, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, and I'm not gonna trip about this shit. Because at the end of the day, man, we can't take nothing with us. We can't take none of this shit with us. A lot of these things that we have for our pleasure and comfort are going to be left behind. So it's a good thing to go without these things for a while. I often, I often take social media breaks. I often, just, sometimes I go and rent a hotel room and just don't turn on the TV or nothing. Just talk to the Lord, man. Just so it be me and the Lord, man. So, to detach from this world, to remove myself from everything that is a distraction, and just to focus on the Lord, man. So you have to be adaptable. You have to be able to lose everything and still be mentally intact. You have to be able to do that, because hey, imagine Lot. Imagine Lot, man. When he had to flee, man, he wasn't saying, oh, let me pack my stuff, my things. They grabbed a few necessities and dipped out, man. You're not able to carry a whole lot. And when they dipped out, they was totally dependent on the Lord, man. And we're gonna have to be able to be totally dependent on the Lord, man, for all things. In faith. Our faith can't wane when we lose these worldly possessions. When we look back and see, we're fleeing destruction. We see our houses getting smaller and smaller. We looking back. Wait a minute, but I have to go. Hey, the scriptures tell you, man. You shouldn't be fleeing back home to go get nothing. Pretty much. But it says, verse 40, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in these evils, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. And he that buyeth, as one that will lose. If you own a store, you know what I'm saying? If you got money coming in, you know what I'm saying? It says, let him be that as one that fleeth away. You may have to leave that business, because times are going to come where the society as we know it is not going to be functioning. Are you prepared to give up everything? Look around at your things. Take a look around at your stuff, man, especially the stuff that you hold dear to you, man. Are you prepared to leave that behind? Because when this shit goes down, no matter where you are, the Lord may have you out of town somewhere and you can't get back to nothing. And all you have is the clothes on your back. Though you might be at your job. And you might, because, they're going to set up checkpoints. It ain't going to be no, let me hit the highway real quick. It's going to be checkpoints, So you might walk to the vicinity of your house and look over there and see soldiers doing cordon and search, man. What are you gonna run in there and risk yourself, or what are you gonna do? You're gonna flee into the woods, man. You're gonna hide from the troubles, man. And you're gonna have to depend on the Lord. Imagine you out there in your work clothes. You don't work so many hours, and you like, I don't want to wear this shit. In Jacob's trouble, you want to get comfortable. You probably got a survival bag at the house. They got a survival bag with some a bug out bag with clothes in it. But you might not have nothing but what you have on your back. But you have to be able to depend on the Lord through these things. You have to be prepared to lose everything that you have. So if something come upon you where the Lord makes you uncomfortable, say, a situation happens where you lose your job. You got to move back into an apartment. You can't pay your mortgage anymore, your rent anymore. You have to find another place to live, or say, something happens where or a demon jump on your wife. She calls the police on you. The police tell you to leave. The police tell you you're the one that has to go. And then, and you gotta pack your things and go probably stay at a brother's house. Be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, man. Be patient. Just wait on the Lord, man. Be patient. The scriptures say, be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. But yeah, man. Yeah. We coming into the times where the things that we have, a lot of things we gonna lose. It says, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. So you might have just bought a house, you just, got some nice things, and the Lord blessed you with a house. But you got to remember, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And when the Lord take away, you can't be all fucked up. This is some bullshit now. I ain't got nothing. And, complaining. Because you know what? In these times, you have to be adaptable. In these times, you have to be prepared to lose it all. You have to be prepared to be able to grab a few things and go and leave everything behind, because that's the times we're living in, man. You stick around trying to pack up everything and And for you know it, you in custody. They stuffing you to the back of a APC, a personnel carrier, and you on your way to a FEMA camp. You know? It says and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein, he that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planted the vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. Therefore they that labor in vain. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. Shall they get children? Hey, in these times, man. Salaka, let me turn this down. Hey, they coming for us, man. They coming for our children. They coming for our families. And they're coming with a plan to steal, kill, and destroy, man. That's their motto. That's their motto. It says, and therefore they that labor in vain. Yeah, you got a nice job and you got all this money saved up, and then boom, stock market collapse, all your shit gone. You ain't got nothing. And then they say, oh well, we went digital in December. We have a new form of currency, but it's by implantation. That way you will be in control of you'll have your own money with you at all times. A bank won't have access to it, you don't have to carry around a wallet. You have all your personal information. You don't have to carry around all these things that you need. You can just have this and blase, and then you can get your money back, and we'll give you an incentive, of $10,000. And if they say that, niggas gonna jump to go get that. Niggas gonna be like, $10,000, nigga, I'm gone. And they're gonna receive that mark, man. He calls it all, man. He gonna come with craft to trick you into making that decision to get it. And a lot of you niggas, man, you ain't went a day without eating a sandwich. You ain't went a day without eating, man. A lot of you gonna be a day gone with no food, man, and you gonna be like, I'm going to get that shit. And you're gonna perish, man. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna perish. And that's just how it is, man. That's just that's just how it's gonna be in that time. It's gonna be a ruthless time. It's gonna be a time where you're gonna really see the horns of Esau, and you're gonna really see, if you have faith or not. Your faith is gonna be put to the test in these times to come, man. And we gotta be solid, I believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I believe the Lord will protect me and my family, Lord's will. I trust in the Lord that He will be there for me, man, where I don't have to do these things, man, because if you take it, you through. You're finished. You're done, man. You might as well go dig a grave and cover yourself. A lot of people don't know what it is to go without eating for a day. I suggest some people do that. Go for a day without eating. A lot of you, man, because you didn't choose the Lord, the fear of the Lord, you're going to watch your children starving. You're going to watch your children starving, and you're going to say, I'm going to go take it. Some of you in the truth. Some of you in the truth, you know. You flashy Israelites, man. You know, all you care about is looking good. You're going to fall right out the truth and you're going to take it. You're going to take it. Because you know what? That's what kind of lifestyle you provided for yourself. So you become addicted to the lifestyle more than the ministry. You know, so a lot of y'all gonna take it. You're gonna take it. It's a setup. You know. Hey, you know, you got people calling us bums, but when this mark comes, you know, hey, you better be a bum too. You better be a bum too, man. Because if you take that, you finish, you through, you're done. You know? You know, but I'm gonna keep reading. Verse 47 says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more I will be angry with them, with their sins, saith the Lord. You know, but yeah, man. The time is coming. The time is coming in the earth where where you might lose everything, man. Hey, the Lord might put a test on you before Jacob's trouble, and have you out here bad. Have you out here what seems bad, but He'll give you a way of escape. The Lord will put you in a situation where everything that you had will change, and you have to be adaptable, and you still have to have faith, and you still have to believe that the Lord can get you out. You still have to believe that, hey, I'm in this situation because the Lord has me here for a reason. You know, as opposed to I'm just going through. Ugh. You know, scriptures say wisdom will take you through crooked ways. You know, sometimes, sometimes, sometimes you go through things you don't understand, man. You be like, man, why am I dealing with this? And the reason behind it is not only because the Lord wants you to deal with it, but it's because it's preparing you for something. It's preparing you for something that you're going to have to go through that may be even worse. And you be like, well, you can say, well, I've tasted this, as opposed to, all hell is breaking loose, and the Lord just put you in an uncomfortable situation that one time. But leading up to Jacob's the crest of Jacob's trouble, leading up to that, the Lord is going to put a lot of brothers in uncomfortable situations and try them, man. You know why? Because He's preparing you for what's coming. You know, you may get in a situation where, oh shit, your job goes under. You know, you may have trouble finding another job that pays you the same salary. You might have to take a lesser job. You may not be able to pay your bills, your mortgage. You might lose your house. Your wife might leave you because of your lack of fortune. Your wife might just up and walk the fuck out on you, man. And then it's just you somewhere, sleeping on a couch somewhere. And you had all these things. What are you going to do? You're going to say, Lord, this is some bullshit. Why the hell you putting me through this? What did I do to you? Or are you going to analyze the situation and say, yeah, the Bible told us, be as pilgrims in those days. Hey, this scripture, be ye as pilgrims in those days, this scripture is becoming more and more manifest And you can't be settled on your lees. You can't be settled on your lees in these times, man. Because times are changing, and they're going to change a lot more faster and quicker. And you have to be adaptable to change with the times, man. You know? So, hey, be patient when I change to a lower state, okay? You know? Be patient when I change to a lower state. When you're going through it, when you're being afflicted, man. Just wait on the Lord, man. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart, man. Don't turn your back on the Lord because you feel like the Lord is turning his back on you. You know? You know? We have to really be believers, man, because everything the Lord does is strategic and for a reason. If the Lord puts you in a situation like that, you have to consider, hey, the scripture said, be as pilgrims on earth. I have to be adaptable. I may have to go and sleep on the brother's couch for a while or whatever I may have to do until I get back on my feet. Or the Lord might just crack shit off while you there with a brother, man. You know, Lord might just let shit crack off, bro. You know? Be more adaptable in this time and start detaching from your earthly possessions. Start detaching from these things, man. Start looking at your house and be like, well, I might be in the woods next week. I might be in a bushel some damn where. You know, because those are the days that are coming. And you got to prepare right now. I suggest you prepare mentally right now to possibly lose everything you have. You know? So, hey, then I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence, and honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai in time of trouble. We say peace be unto you, man, and shalom.